Hello class 8. Today I am going to explain chapter 3, that is force and pressure. And this, first of all, I have to explain what do you mean by force which is exerting in your daily life. In everything you are feeling a force, in raising your hand, in talking, in walking, in every field your force is acting. So what do you mean by force? I am going to explain. So have a look here. A force cannot be seen or felt but can be explained on the basis of effects caused by it. That means effects which is caused by applying the force on a body. Only by looking those effects you will be able to see, yes, the force is applied on a body. Okay, it cannot be seen, only the effects you can see. That is a main definition. A force as that external push or pull acting on an object which changes or tends to change the state of rest or state of uniform linear motion of the object. That means a force that external push or pull. External push or pull, that means you are pushing any object or you are pulling an object. When you are pushing or pulling, external force is required on a body acting on an object which changes or tends to change. That means which are changing its state of rest or its state of motion. Whether the object is in the state of rest, so it will be motion. Okay, if the object is in motion, so by applying your force, the object will be at rest. Okay, suppose that you are applying brakes on your motorcycle, then you are in the state of motion, but whenever you are applying a brake, then it will decreases your velocity, state of rest or state of uniform linear motion of the object. One thing is also written here, a force may also deform an object. That means it can change the shape and size of an object also. A force can change the shape and size of the object also. Force can change the direction of the object. That are the effects of force. Force can also change the direction. Force can change the shape and size. Got it? Push or pull on an object is called force. That is the main definition, class. That one is the main definition. Push or pull on an object is called force. That means whenever you are pushing or pulling an object, a force is required. That is called as the force. Few examples are written here. A moving bike stops when brakes are applied. That means whenever you are riding on a bike and when you have to stop that particular motorcycle, then what you have to do? You have to apply a brake. And whenever you are going to apply the brakes, force will be required. What kind of the force? A frictional force is required on the body. Got it? A bull is pulling a cart. That means in pulling also a force is required. A man pulls the door of the room. That means whenever you are entering in a room, you have to pull that particular door of the room. Gravitational force, that is a non-contact force. Beta, there are two kinds of the force. One is contact and another one is non-contact force. Okay. So gravitational force is a kind of non-contact force. Gravitational force attracting the ball moving up. Moving up, that means whenever you are throwing a ball in the sky, what will happen? A gravitational force acts on that body and that body wants to come, that ball wants to come downward, in the downward direction. Got it? So for what kind of the force you are applying there? Gravitational force is applied on that particular body. Now the last one, kicking a football. Whenever you are going to kick your football, what will happen? You are pushing. That means a external force is applied on the body. That means external push. So that is the explanation part of the force. That is the introduction of this chapter. In the next video, I will explain about the turning effect of the force. Thank you, class.